themselves.
Hi, everybody. Can anyone hear me? Okay. So my name is Ryan D'Amico, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of WebNotes. This is Bennett Rogers, who's going to be giving me a hand here. What we're going to show you tonight is a product we've been working on that we're pretty excited about. And let me ask a quick question. How many people here have been in the situation where you're doing research online, you're planning a vacation, you're writing a report, you're looking at movie times, you're copying and pasting into Word, you're making lots of bookmarks in your browser, and it's a mess and it's slow and it's not really working out? Well, what WebNotes is designed to do is to help those tons of people out and give them a much better way to annotate, organize, and share content online. So what we're going to show you here is how you can use our tool to actually make visual annotations on a web page, to use that to research the new iPhone that's coming out. That's what we're going to do tonight. And you'll see how you can make the annotations, organize those, share those, and then publish them. So if you look at the site right now, Ben is pulling up some research on the new iPhone. What we're going to do is create some highlighter and some sticky note annotations on the page. And as we make those are going to be saved to our server automatically, and they show up on the page. Once you've made those annotations, they're linked to your WebNotes account, and they'll show up there as long as you go back to the page. So you can see we're adding some notes, some highlights as well. These are all dynamic annotations, and they're there. You can move them, you can delete them, you can categorize them, and it's a really robust system. So what we can do with these annotations right here is make them on a page, and we can move the sticky notes around, and so on and so forth. And then there's some neat things we can do once we've got that content annotated. What we're going to do right now is share this article with a friend, and we're going to use WebNote's sharing tool. So we can either type in a name and an email address, or we can send a permalink to someone. What we're going to do is get a permalink, and we're going to copy and paste that into Internet Explorer, which does not have WebNotes installed. And you can see that any recipient can view a shared WebNotes page without installing software or having to register for the service. So if we just wait a minute for the page to load, you'll see the highlights and the sticky notes show up, and then the recipient will be able to browse them very easily. There they are. So if we go back to Firefox now, we're going to continue our research on the iPhone. We're going to open up what we call the WebNotes Explorer, which is a side panel that makes it easy to organize your information as you're browsing the web. You may or may not use this depending on the complexity of your research, but if you choose to, it gives you a powerful interface to create folders and projects and store your annotation information in a folder hierarchy. So what you can see is we're making some folders. We can drag and drop annotations. We can rename folders, everything you'd expect. As you make annotations in the main browser window, you'll see them added to the categories over there. And as you go browse the web, either for a specific project or for casual use, you can very easily build up a very powerful base of information that you can later archive, share, or view with other people. So what we're going to switch to now is, let's say that we've been doing this research at home, and now I'm going to do it from work where I don't have access to install anything into my browser. You don't have to install WebNotes into your web browser to get the full experience. What we're going to do is go to Internet Explorer, and we're going to run what we call the WebNotes bookmarklet, and that'll let you run an HTML version of WebNotes in your web page without installing anything. And you can really get just about 90% of the same functionality in that environment. So we're going to do a search for iPhone on Wikipedia. We'll click our bookmark button, and there's our new version of the toolbar. And we can use this toolbar to create the same sticky notes, the same highlighters, access the same sharing and organizational functionality. At about 80% of the functionality is the installed version, and it's a very quick, very lightweight, very easy way to make annotations on the web. Furthermore, you can also access our organizational interface through the website. So let's say you've used the bookmarklet and you're still at work and you want to organize these annotations. What you can do is you can click on the WebNotes button. You'll go to our website where you can actually use the same organizational interface you saw in Firefox before, but this is with no software required. So what we're doing is we're taking our annotations, and we're organizing them into more folders, all through our web page. It's all very dynamic. We could even switch back and forth between Internet and Firefox, and they would stay in sync and all that stuff. So it's very powerful and very robust. Once I've organized this information, let's say I'd like to publish it. I want to condense all the information I've made and I want to show it to someone. So you can use WebNotes publishing tool to select the folders that are interesting to you, and you'll be able to set some options, and it'll get aggregated into a single document. You can print it, you can share it eventually,